It feels good. It is what it is. I want to talk about how I felt. And I've been giving the bike a break for a couple of days, right? It was one of those mornings where it was gonna be nice in the afternoon, so I decided to take the bike in the morning. Let me get to the side of this, because this is some Final Fantasy shit right here. But yeah, so I wanted to take the bike to work because it was gonna be nice in the afternoon, right? And this was like probably 8 in the morning, and I left out. It was real foggy. There was fog. The road was wet. My tires were kind of cold. My tires even still had mist on them. And then leaving my development, coming straight, I'm proceeded to make a left turn, and next thing I know, it was garbage day, so garbage trucks in and out of the development. So I slowed down, didn't even come to a complete stop. And like I said, the ground was wet, my tires were cold, but it was like foggy, but you can't really tell that the ground is wet, but it's wet. And so I slowed down to check to see if any trucks or any traffic was coming, and nothing was coming. And then I rolled on my throttle, gently rolled on my throttle, and next thing I know, I was on the ground. It happened so fast where by the time I realized, yeah, go over there, thank you. By the time I realized that I was falling, I was already on the ground on my back, right? So this one guy was sitting on his, if you ever see this video, thank you, he was sitting on his Porsche, and he ran up and he asked me if I was okay. Whole time the bike was still on, trying to run over me on the ground. And I say, yeah, let me just turn the bike off and then put it up and put the kickstand down. And he said, what happened? And I'm like, the tires were cold. And he was like, yeah, that happened so fast. And I'm like, damn, I just went down. But my right ankle had hit the crash cage right here. So I said, all right, let me check my ankle real fast to see if yeah, I said, let me check my ankle real fast to see if it was hurt. Didn't have no swelling, didn't have no bruise on it or nothing. So I said, oh well. Asked him if my back was dirty. He said, nah, you're good. I had my back protector on. Didn't have my jacket on. Back protector, work shirt, and my helmet on. And I said, is my helmet good? And he said, yeah, no scratches or nothing. So I said, alright, thanks. And I hopped back on the bike and I proceeded to work. So when it worked, I think everything was good. Then I hopped off the bike when I got to work, and I started walking around, and then my tailbone started hurting like a motherfucker, man. And then I was like, yeah, I can't work for the rest of the day. I gotta go to urgent care. And then went home, took like an 800 milligram Motrin, and tried to get some sleep. That didn't work. Woke up, my tailbone and my hips were on fire. The inside, like my groin area, like I pulled a muscle. And went to urgent care, got checked out, had to get an x-ray done. Nothing is broken. Basically, they told me to follow up with some people. But yeah, that's how I went down, unexpectedly. Didn't hurt nothing else, didn't hurt my hand, nothing. But hey, it is what it is. They always say, if you ride, you gonna fall. But you just never know, you know? But that's why you gotta wear your gear, man. Next thing on my list, I keep riding with my knees out. Next thing on my list is to get some riding jeans. Or a couple pairs of riding jeans. Already got the boots, already got the jacket. So, that's the next thing. I wonder what's going on over here. But yeah, that's how I went down. whole lot of traffic. Alright, enjoy the ride until next time. Y'all ride safe. Nice drop. Yeah, there gotta be an accident. Hopefully nobody was hurt. I have come to the conclusion that you gotta really want to be, what am I searching for? You know, a lot of people do daredevilish stuff, you know? Like, would you consider it being a daredevil riding a motorcycle? Because sometimes it is. Because, you know, you got the speed at your fingertips if you don't, you know, if normally it's when you're younger you tend to speed more, but you got all that speed at your fingertips, doesn't matter what motorcycle you get. Talking about super bikes, not super bikes, sport bikes basically, but you got all that speed at your fingertips or whatever. Not that you gotta use it, but I don't know, I think it's kind of daredevilish a little bit. You got cagers that are looking out for you, driving and texting or whatever they're doing. You got drunk drivers in the nighttime. You're not protected by anything. It's just you, the road, and the open breeze. I think you gotta be a little daredevilish to decide you want to ride a motorcycle. And then depends on where you're living at. You see the amount of accidents that happen yearly, you know, and you still want to ride. I know a lot of people that have stopped street riding and they just do completely track riding because of all the crazy accidents and the possibility of them losing someone. But you know, nonetheless, hey, if you gonna ride, you gonna ride, bro. Cause if you gonna fall, you gonna fall. And just don't be outside of your comfort zone. Especially if you're gonna be doing tricks or whatever. Just know that it's a matter of time. Hopefully, I am hot. Hopefully, whatever injury you sustain is minimal. It is a nice day today, man. I am sweating. And this is the beginning of November. This is the beginning of November. It is pretty cool. Pretty warm. Nonetheless, y'all just be careful. Alright, I think that's where I'm gonna end this video on how I fell. And I would never thought that, you know, that's how I would have went out and had to be down for a couple of days basically resting my ass by being low-sided, you know. But that's the beauty of it, isn't it?